friends, welcome back. Thanks for joining us for our second Famous Art and Artists series. I'm Miss Elizabeth.
I'm Miss Jessica.
And our artist for this month is Jackson Pollock, one of my absolute favorites. So, just gonna launch right into it and start telling you a little bit about him and his art. So, Jackson Pollock was an American artist who was born in 1912. He began his art training while in high school and then moved to New York City in his 20s to continue his artistic study. And then after a period of illness and time spent in a hospital, his artistic style became more abstract, which means that the art does not depict realistic images or things that we would easily recognize. Abstract art is typically made up of shapes, lines, and colors that the artist has used to represent an object, idea, or feeling. Jackson Pollock struggled for many years to find an artistic style that best suited and expressed his personality. Eventually, he began pouring or dripping paint onto canvases to create abstract images. He could create very large paintings in this style by putting the canvases on the ground or attaching them to the wall and then using tools like paintbrushes and sticks to fling the paint all over the canvases. And sometimes he would even pour sand over the top. This technique or style is often called action painting, and it is the style that he has become best known for. Jackson Pollock believed the action and movement made this technique very personal. The greater artistic movement that Jackson Pollock was a part of was called abstract expressionism, which just means that the artist expressed thoughts and feelings with abstract images. Some believed that the absence of the rules and restrictions from other artistic movements gave these artists much more freedom to express themselves. Jackson Pollock and his unique style of painting have influenced many artists, and although he was not a financially successful artist during his lifetime, today his paintings are some of the most sought after and valuable in the world, and some have sold for hundreds of millions of dollars, and his paintings remain extremely popular.
Amazing.
So now that you guys know a bit about our special artist, Jackson Pollock, we're going to show you some of the stuff from the craft bag for this month so that you guys can do your own Jackson Pollock style artwork.
That's right. So if you joined us last month for our first art series, you'll know that every month that we do this, we have craft bags available for you at the library to pick up. And so in these bags, you're gonna get some more information about the artist, you're gonna get some activity pages, some different fun surprises in there, and you're gonna get a craft inspired by the artist. Before we get into the craft though, we also wanna remind you that in each of these bags, you're gonna get a button to keep as a collection. And so the button has one of the pieces of art from the artist we're learning about. So Miss Elizabeth and I have our buttons from last month from Henry Matisse, and now we'll have a new one from Jackson Pollock to add to our collection. So if you do this every month with us, you'll have a big collection by the end of all these buttons. So in the bag this week for the project, as Miss Elizabeth was saying about Jackson Pollock, he did action paintings. So we thought it would be cool to give you the materials to do your own. So inside the bag, you're gonna get a piece of cardstock to do your painting. You're going to get, let's see if you can see, a variety of colors of paint, and you're gonna get a little bag of sand as well. And we're gonna show you one of the ways that you can do this painting. You can do these paintings however you'd like, but we're gonna show you one way how to do a cool action painting. Here we go.
All right, friends, so I am going to do some action painting now. The supplies that I am using are paint, sand, paintbrushes, and cardstock. Now the paint, sand, and cardstock are in your art bags for this month. And you can use paintbrushes, you can use sticks, you can use really any tool that you can find around the house to kind of fling the paint all over your cardstock, or you can even just pour it out of the little cups all over your cardstock too if you like. So I think that's it, and we're gonna get started. Just to let you guys know, this is a very messy project, so it's a great idea to do it outside, and a great idea to use like a tarp or something to cover the ground, and even to tape your cardstock to, so that it doesn't fly around on you, and so that when it dries, all that paint doesn't make it curl up. If you tape it so it stays flat, it'll dry nice and flat too.
All right, friends, what did you think of that? That's a pretty great way to do a painting, right? Okay, so if you do a painting, we would love to see what it looks like. So feel free to tag the library in any social media posts that you post about your paintings, and we can take a look and see what cool work you're doing.
And for any friends out there that are watching that did not get to do the craft from last month, our artist last month was Henry Matisse. So if there's anyone out there who would like to do that craft, or would perhaps like to do it again, we have a special display set up in the children's area with some art books, and we will put the bags from the previous month, anything that's left over there, for you guys to come in and pick up whenever you like. So be sure to stop in and get a bag for this month, and if you would like one, come on in and get a bag from last month as well.
So fun. And don't forget our favorite quote from Pablo Picasso: Every
Every
child
child
is an artist. Bye, friends.